I didn't really care much about Kre-o when it was first released. It wasn't very interesting, as it didn't really do anything new for the building brick play pattern. I did, however, get a few small sets, as it had some strong IPs in its arsenal, like Star Trek, G.I. Joe, Dungeons & Dragons, Battleship, and of course Transformers. Early in Kre-o's life, I was gifted a few sets. Nothing crazy, but I did get a preview box of the Destruction Site Devastator set. It even came with a sticker to let you know it wasn't a retail release. An odd flex, I know, but I take what I can get. I got to build it and give my feedback to Hasbro on the set. My notes boiled down to, it's fine, but not really all that impressive. If I'm going to play with Transformers, I'd rather have an actual Transformer that I can convert in a few seconds, rather than have to take it all apart and put it back together over the course of an hour. What I did like about the set, and I made sure to note it, was the small figures that came with it. Dubbed Kreons. They were the Kre-o equivalent of a Lego minifigure, but unlike the rest of the set, the Kreons actually did a few things new and different. They had more details. They had ball-jointed arms and legs, and were just overall a lot of fun to mess around with. Now, I don't know if my feedback actually did anything, but eventually the Kreons were released in blind bags as the Micro Changers. This was when things started to go from boring to awesome. Each Micro Changer came with a couple of parts, and you could transform them into their alt modes. I didn't like this with the big sets, but I absolutely loved it for these minute machine men. The alt modes were very abstracted, but there was a real joy to it that I just can't express in words. Oh wait, I can. They were stupid fun. The line ran for several waves, and there was a fantastic range of characters in it. We saw Spinister, Galvatron, Bludgeon, Springer, Guzzle, Jaruger. I had so much fun collecting these things. For one thing, they were cheap, so it wasn't bank-breaking to nab one or two on a trip to the store. They were fast to build, and they offered fun creative play as you could mix and match the parts to customize your own characters. The line was eventually expanded to include the Micro Change Combiners, box sets of the classic Combiner teams. This time with just 4 members. Any missing member was included in the blind bag microchanger waves, so you could still complete them. We got the usual suspects like Devastator and Superion, but we also got to see some less common combiners like Piranacon and Computron. It's interesting to think what would have happened if this line had focused on the Kreons from the start. We could have gotten the Ark, the Nemesis, the Axelon, Autobot City, all sized to work with the micro-changing Kreons. I would have bought the hell out of something like that. But alas, it wasn't meant to be. Looking back, they actually had some fun sets for G.I. Joe and Star Trek. It's a real shame the line died out right when it was reaching its full potential. Like I said, I didn't care much about Kre-o when it started, but I had so much fun with the Kreons. The best part is, they were completely compatible with Lego bricks, so I can still bust these things out and have some fun now and again.